Welcome to this video on how to create hyper-targeted lead lists in Leads.cm. So Leads.cm is a tool for cold emailers and cold calling to create lead lists without any export limits for only $20 per month. To create your account, just go to Leads.cm, check out here, and then you can click on login and build lead lists with LinkedIn leads, Instagram leads, and technology lookup. This, for example, then looks like this in LinkedIn, and an export lead list can look like this one. We have contact information from first name, last name, industry, email address, phone number, website, and a lot more. In this video is a tutorial on how to actually create hyper-targeted lead lists in this platform. So let's start with choosing the right lead source. So when you're inside the platform, as you know, there are 3 lead sources. And the reason why you want to use Leads.cm and not other tools for that is because with Leads.cm you have unlimited contact exports. So after you filter down your contact, you are able to just click on export and export all available contact information of your filter target audience. Also with Leads.cm you have free inbuilt email verification. And on top, all filters are instantly unlocked, like job title, industries, technologies, revenue, and a lot more. So only when you want to have a very tiny audience or tiny lead list, then you should choose other tools like Apollo or Lucia, or when you're looking for only specific contacts. But when you're looking for a target audience you want to reach out to, Leads.cm is a perfect choice with very simple filter options like keywords, industries, job title, etc. When you want to have very advanced filters like buying intent, Leads.cm does not include this, one of the reasons why it's only $20, but just for you to know. So then the next question you want to ask yourself to really know what lead source you should choose is, of course, where does your target audience hang out? So for Leads.cm, the most important question for you is your target audience on LinkedIn, or on Instagram, or on both? So most of the time on LinkedIn, they're of course employees, professionals, and just people where you know, hey, they definitely created a LinkedIn account to show a professional profile, showing that they are part of a company, and everything in this direction. And Instagram is of course kind of the opposite. You have more like chill people, you have small owners promoting their own company, their own product or service with Instagram, having the link in the bio, and trying to reach a lot of people here. So that definitely leads LinkedIn to a bigger platform to finding professionals, business owners, employees, etc. Makes it very easy to target them by job title or industries. But of course when you just have small business owners or in general people that are just more likely because of the nature of the business to be on Instagram, then Instagram leads is the right lead source for you. Of course both lead sources are 100% included in Leads.cm, so you don't really have to decide. But when you want to know where to put in your work on creating your targeted lead list, just think about where are these people hanging out. Is it more like LinkedIn, Instagram, or both? And then the question is, what filters do you actually need? The biggest difference between the lead source of LinkedIn and Instagram is that in LinkedIn you can look for company filters, for example industry filters or job title filters, positions in the companies, and keywords of the company descriptions, while in Instagram it's about the categories. So the categories, people who create an Instagram account say, hey, this is the category I'm in, like a blogger, an entrepreneur, coach, consultant, agency owner, and anything like that. So just think always in filters when you want to create a targeted lead list, because filters is in the end all you have, and the filters are always dependent on where the person hangs out and has their account online. So really think right now, what is the profile of your target audience? Are these people hanging out on LinkedIn or on Instagram? And after you decided this, it's about applying the right filters. So I start with LinkedIn, then I will head over to Instagram to paint the picture on how to find your target audience. So when you're here on LinkedIn, you just click on build LinkedIn lead list. The first step is to select the country your target audience is in. So for example, United States, and Leads.cm contacts are always loading, so it needs a few seconds, but as you can see, contacts are very quick there. After that, you want to start with applying your filters. So after you have your country, most likely you want to start with job title. So I made some past videos about to actually apply all these filters, so check them out. So when you're interested in LinkedIn, check out my LinkedIn videos. And when you're interested in Instagram, check out my Instagram videos. But anyways, let's do some stuff here. So when I want to find decision makers in the highest level of the company, I for example want to type in founder, owner, CEO, and then maybe include something like partner or just similar keywords. Of course, you can just look for management levels here and just click on it, or can look for the department and also just click on it. But I right now like just these layers. Of course, you also can look for managers, supervisors, directors, etc. Then you simply hit apply. After you applied your first filters, you see the results here. And the next one is of course industries and keywords. So industries and keywords are very similar because in the end it's about filtering for the company information. So when I look for industries here, as you can see, I could right now click on banking. Then I have the industry, now I apply it. Of course banking is a very tiny audience, but still, now of course I could play around with keywords and could include other keywords. Also, I'm able to only use keywords when I don't know there is not an industry for my target audience. For example, I know there's no industry for dentists, so I can type in dentist, and now I had only dentists. But of course here you have to be careful again, because it's unlikely that dentists say, hey, I'm an owner or founder. They might have a different title. So always be aware of the combination of all these filters. To reset filters, just click here. And no matter what filters you apply, just think of general requirements to find the target audience. So when you click on a contact here, like what do they type in as a company description? How could you find them here? What keywords do you want to include or exclude? What job titles do you want to include and exclude? Or maybe industries. Also of course the company size and location, technologies. Just always think, how do I narrow it down without excluding the wrong people and only including including the right people. And honestly, this can take some time, but taking this time is exactly what you want, because only taking this time will help you to actually create a hyper-targeted lead list. And then when you're sending cold emails, you want to validate your emails, so you can just click on email status, click on valid, good, etc. And when you're just doing general cold outreach or multi-channel outreach, you might not want to do it, because even invalid email addresses could still be valid contacts. But in general, just use logic here, especially depending on your goals. And the same applies for Instagram. So when we go here, click on home, click on build Instagram lead list, wait a few seconds until our contacts are loaded. You have the same. You have keywords. So when you look at our contact here, you can look for keywords in the bio, etc. And of course, categories. So what I like here is, for example, agency, and then I can click on select all with agency. Then you can see there are a lot of agency categories. Then when I applied it, of course, I can then exclude agencies I don't like, for example, cruise agency. And then I have my agencies here. And the same applies here. Narrow it down even more. Look for follower and following span. And again, just use logic. So when you have people that follow a lot of accounts, it says maybe not too good things about these, because they might be spam accounts, and the other way around. So just think about a little bit what your target audience profile looks like, also how big are these creators, and then narrow it down. Also, you have of course mandatory checkboxes to increase the quality of your lead list. For example, when you only want to have contacts with phone numbers or business email addresses instead of private email addresses, you can just select these. In Instagram, all contacts you have email addresses, and a lot more. And then the last step, of course, is using the right exporting options. So why am I saying the right exporting options? Well, so when you're not 100% sure yet if your target audience is perfect or the filters you used are perfect, you don't want to run an automated mass export and just export all contact information. Maybe you just then export a page of 50 contacts or even clipboard a page and just import them here in a spreadsheet, and then just check if you like the overall contact information here. Maybe even do this with a few pages. So just go to the second page here, clipboard the next page, import it down below here, and check again until you're really sure that you like these contacts. Also, when you just want to split this a little bit, don't run an automated mass export and export all contacts. Rather, just click on mass export. Just export 6K contacts or 10K or 2K or even 200 contacts to test a specific campaign with these results. See if you like the results. And then after you did this, you can click on automated mass export and export all contact information. For that, I did some videos on how to use all these exporting functions in case you have questions about them. But in the end, they are very straightforward, and I assume you will be able to use them. So yeah, the end process is apply your filters, verify your contacts in case you need it, and then choose the right exporting options. And this in the end is how to create a targeted lead list for your ideal customer profile with Leads.cm. In case you have questions, comment down below. Also check out my past videos, subscribe for more videos around Leads.cm, leave a like in case you like this video, and in case you don't have a Leads.cm account yet, create your account now to build your first highly targeted lead list.